rebuilt. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Navy's offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Turbin. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack and showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrook? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mids offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Lets it fly. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's McCaffrey. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The sure hands, it's McCaffrey.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if they want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down.
And the pass hits, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try the left side. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Turbin. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Navy quick to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, midshipman! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
Lets it fly. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Smashes through. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Turbin. Pulls it in. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to get to it. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On second down, he's looking downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W.
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Navy! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on first down, feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On third down, going up top. Dances away from the heat. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. A quick pass to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter.
Got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCaffrey.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Irish! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Navy quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Turbin. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any...
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, midshipman. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the... Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Got it past the marker. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Navy! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And Navy will go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. He's got it down the middle.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll throw it. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on third and long. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little